Let's see the observer design pattern. This design pattern is mostly used in many internet companies like Amazon, YouTube, or Facebook. So, from the observer design pattern, you can design the notification service in any system. In fact, this observer design pattern is also called as publish subscription pattern that we discussed in our message queue lecture. So, let's understand this with the help of example. Like in Facebook, we have the Facebook group. So we have the many different Facebook groups are there in Facebook. So consider you have the one Facebook group. Now let's say a user join that Facebook group. Now if this Facebook group will share any post, then this user get the notification of the new post that this Facebook group has shared. So basically this is the observer design pattern. So in this case, the user don't require to keep on checking the Facebook group for any update. But as this Facebook group will share any post, then all his subscribers or all the users who already joined this Facebook group get the notification of it. So this is a push based notification where user don't require to keep on checking the system, but if any update is there from the system side, then system will send the notification to a user. So this is the push based notifications. Now let's see some of the terminology that used in an observer design pattern. Like this user, we call it as an observer. Similarly, this Facebook group, you can call it as a subject. So we have the observer and the subject, and each of these entities have their own responsibility. Like the observer will get the update, and the subject has the responsibility of the registration of all the observers. Like the one user will come and click on join in this Facebook group, then the registration process will done by the subject and correspondingly store the detail of that user, or you can say the observer. And the other responsibility of this subject entity is to send the notification to a observer for any update. Like in this system, if anything will update, then it's a responsibility of the subject to send the notification to all the observers or the user. Let's see another example. So in YouTube, we have the different subscribers are there. Similarly, we have the different YouTube channels. So there are many subscribers are there and there are many YouTube channels are there. Consider we have the one YouTube channel, and then these all subscriber subscribe to this YouTube channel. So basically this YouTube channel works as a subject and this subscriber works as an observer, and all these subscribers subscribe to this YouTube channel. It means in this YouTube channel, if we add one video, then its system will send the notification to all the subscriber about addition of a new video. So this is also be done by the observer design pattern, where these are my observers and this is my subject, and it's a responsibility of the subject to do the registration for all the subscriber when the subscriber will click on a subscribe button. And then if any new video is added into this YouTube channel, that will send the notification to all the subscribers. So these are the main entities in this particular pattern. So let's see in object oriented design pattern. So we have the two major entities, that is observer and the subject, and these two entities are interfaces. Interfaces means we just have the method, and the interface won't implement any method, we just have the name of the method. So this is my observer and this is my subject. This is the observer, this is the subject, this is the observer, and this is the subject. And then these are the different subscribers. So these subscribers are nothing but the derived classes. So this subscriber class will implement the observer interfaces and correspondingly implement all those methods that are present in the interface. So basically the interface have the methods and all the subscriber will implement that method. Similarly, we have the subject interface. So as we've seen, the responsibility of the subject is to do the registration of all the observers. So its first responsibility is registration, where it take the observer details and then store the information about the observer in the system. Then its another responsibilities, of course, to unregister any user. If let's say some observer want to unregister it from the system, Then we can call the unregister method, and here we pass the observer detail. And then third responsibility is notify. The responsibility of the notify method is to send the notification to all the subscribers. So the register will do the registration of all the observers. Similarly, the unregister method will unregister that observer. And then we have the notify, which will give all the update to all the subscribers. Like in this case, when we have the different subscribers which subscribe to a YouTube channel, so if any new video is added, then this YouTube channel will send the update to all the subscribers. So that's what will done by the notify method. And then we have the update method here in the observer interface. So basically this is the part of the interface. So of course it need to be implemented in all the derived classes, and every derived class will implement this update method differently into their classes. So this update is nothing but the it get the update from the publisher, or you can say the subject. And then we have the publisher here. So basically this publisher will implement the subject interface, and it will implement all these methods, that is register, unregister and notify here. And then we have the array list of observer. So we have the different observers are there which register into our system. So that's why to store the details of all the observer, we create an array list of observer here. And then of course we implement all these different methods in this class, which is a derived class. So we will implement the register method, where we take the input as an observer and register that into our system. Then we have the unregister, which will delete the information of that particular observer from our system by reducing the length of this array list. And then we have the notify. So the task of the notify is to send any update to all the observer that are present in the array list. So these observers are nothing but the all the derived classes that are part of this object observer interface, and this notify will send the update to all the corresponding derived classes. So that's how the observer design patterns works. Let's see with the help of code the observer design pattern. So first we have the interface, which is an observer, and in this interface we have the method that is update, and we are passing a string in this particular method. As this is an interface, then there must be a derived classes which is going to implement this interface. So these are my derived classes which implements this interface. It means these classes is going to implement this method update. So this is a subscriber 1 and this is a subscriber 2. They implement this interface, and this is the update method in both of these classes. So in this update method we are passing a string. If we take the example of YouTube, all the subscriber will get a new video if it's uploaded by the YouTube channel. So basically the publisher is going to call this update method in all the different classes, or you can say all the derived subscribers. And now we have the interface, which is subject. So in this interface we have the three methods, that is register observer, register these observers, then remove the observers, and then of course the notify. So register observer is going to register the new subscriber. So let's say a new subscriber wants to subscribe to our system. So we call this register observer method, and here we are passing the observer detail. Please note one point, the observer is an interface. This is my interface, and all these classes are implementing this interface, and here we are passing the instance. Now we have the remove observer, where if we want to delete a particular observer, or you can say the subscriber, then we can call this method. And then we have the notify, which is going to notify all the updates to all the subscribers. As this is an interface, then there must be one class which is going to implement all these methods, and this is my class, which is publisher. So this class is going to implement this interface, that is subject. And here we have the three methods, that is register observer, remove observer and notify. So here we are first creating the array list of observer. So basically, the publisher need to store all the observer detail. So it has the array list of observer. So whenever the new observer will come, we call the register observer method. And here we are passing the instance of observer. Subscriber wants to register into our system. So we pass the instance of observer. And how we create that instance? So observer is equal to the derived object instance. And we pass that instance into this register observer method. And what it does, it will going to add one entry into our array list. This is the array list of observers. So we add one entry for one subscriber whenever any subscriber will try to join our service. Similarly, if some subscriber wants to remove from our service, then we simply call the remove observer method where we pass the instance of that subscriber and simply call the remove method from this array list. And then this is the notify method. So this notify method is the main part of this publisher class. So if you see what we are doing here, we are having a for loop and we take one by one all the observers. So basically we are taking all the instance of observers and then we keep on calling the update method. This is that update method for all the subscribers. And one by one we keep on calling the update method for all the subscribers. So let's say in YouTube, if a new video is added, then what we do, we keep on calling the update method for all the subscribers and all the subscriber will get the update of it. So let's see from the client's perspective. So this is my client and this is my main method. So as a first step, we create the instance of publisher. This is my publisher class, which is basically implementing the subject interface. That's why we have subject publisher equal to new publisher. So it will create an instance of this publisher class. Similarly, we create the instance of observer. So there are two observers are there, that is subscriber 1 and subscriber 2. So we create the instance of two subscribers. If you see here we are using the interface name, that is observer, and at the right side of it we are creating the corresponding instance of that class. So basically this subscriber 1 is nothing but the instance of the subscriber 1 class and the subscriber 2 is the instance of subscriber 2 class. So we create the instance of these two subscriber, we create the instance of this publisher, and then we call the register observer. So whenever this subscriber wants to register in our service, then we call register observer, and here we pass the instance of observer class. So it will create an entry into our array list. Now we create, as we created a subscriber 2 also, so we again call the register observer method and here we pass the subscriber 2 also. Then again we create one entry in our array list. Now in our system we have the two subscribers, and then what we does, we simply call the notify. So what it does, this notify will simply run the for loop. One by one it take all the subscribers, and for every subscriber this calling the update method for the corresponding instances. It means currently we have the two subscriber, so it call the update method of both the subscriber and send them the details whatever the update is there. And if you want to remove some subscriber, we can simply call the remove observer, and if you want to notify again, we can notify it. So that's how we have to implement the observer design pattern.